See, generally we say that the Bhagavad Gita is a revolutionary presentation of spirituality. But in fact, the Upanishads by themselves is a great revolutionary presentation. Why? Because of 2 or 3 great discoveries which come from our spiritual pursuit, our rishis have made. I will not go into all, but generally from birth onward, we always think that something from outside will make me happy. Now always that is how, right from the birth of civilization, people were trying to do something which will make them happy. But somehow our civilization must have been very, very old, so they had tried all external means for happiness, maybe, or maybe they were more intelligent to discover earlier that nothing from the external world is going to make us permanently happy. If you are looking for happiness, that they analyzed, that so many, even now also if you analyze, so many people have been born, so many people have died, people have become very rich, very intelligent, very famous. Did they really become happy by that? Suppose the richest person in the world, is he happiest also? Most probably he is less happy than others. As even in our own case, suppose initially we need money, so we go on earning money to fulfill our needs. But suppose we go on earning money for the sake of money and go on storing money, then money becomes the source of unhappiness, because we start thinking whether am I going to lose money or somebody else is having more money than me. All these troubles our mind takes up. Now, seeing the world, seeing how the world behaves, our rishis found that by running after the external things, we are never going to be permanently happy. So is there a way of becoming permanently happy, or to get rid of this insufficiency, I will say. Insufficiency means there is a lack. Why are we looking for outer things? Because there is, from birth, there is a feeling of lack in us. Insufficiency. That is why we want to fulfill that by getting something from outside. That is the basic trouble. But we don't get fulfilled, so we want again something else to fulfill ourselves. This insufficiency continues. They found that whatever we may get, this insufficiency will continue. It is not going to, because by analysis we can easily understand that. Still we will look for it. Why? Because our evaluation, we are not taking it to a finale. We are not doing the evaluation with lot of seriousness. In Sanskrit we will call Shraddha. So the final conclusion we are not arriving at, which they arrived. That they found that the happiness for happiness we cannot get from anything. Even if I become the king of the whole world, I am not going to be happy. But is there any way of becoming happy? So they started looking within. Why? Because they found that the happiness is a product of our mind, product of our within. Happiness does not lie outside. Suppose you are very happy seeing somebody, or say you have gone to a beach, seeing the ocean, you are very happy. Suddenly the news comes that you have lost your job, or you have lost some close person. Immediately you lose your happiness. The sea, the ocean is still in front. Whatever the situation you were happy with, that is still in front. But why the mind is not happy? If the happiness lay in the surrounding, then the mind should have been happy. So analyzing these events, we can easily understand that the happiness is a product of our mind, product of within. It is not outside. If it is so, then where from this happiness is getting born, if at all? To investigate that, to become permanently happy, we have to do the investigation. But we are not doing the investigation because we are not taking this evaluation to its finale. We are not serious about it. We carry on with whatever mixture of happiness or whatever we get, we carry on. But they thought that we must find out what is the final goal of life, or can we ever become happy or not. They started looking within for what is the source. In that process, they discovered that when they forgot everything, forgot the whole world, including his own personality also. That means I want to become happy, that also they forgot. Everything was forgotten. Then suddenly they found that they are flooded with happiness. This was a discovery. It was an experimental discovery. It is not based on theory. They started looking within. And initially they will have various things in mind, various thoughts will come. They will not be able to really penetrate within. But finally when they succeeded, and when the world got wiped out from their mind without falling asleep. If you fall asleep, then you will not know anything. So without falling asleep, when the world got wiped out from the mind, suddenly they got flooded with happiness. Now this was a great discovery, that when I forgot, I am always thinking that the happiness I will get by getting something from the world. Either small or big, or even if I get the whole world also, I am not becoming happy. But how is it that when I forgot the world, I became happy? That was the inquiry there. That means the happiness is a spontaneous, it's a natural coordinate or characteristic or property, whatever we may say. It's a property of our soul. It's a characteristic of our soul, of our real identity. It is characteristics of our inmost presence, where from the happiness is coming. After that, when their consciousness, again they started becoming aware of the world, they found that the whole world is simmering in happiness. That is why they sang, Anandadhyeva khalvimani bhutani jayante, Anandena jatani jivanti, Anandam pravishanti, avisam vishanti. They found that the activities in this whole universe, tremendous activities are going on. So many objects running around with so much of energy. Here, there is creation, there is destruction. Destruction means unimaginable destruction. Can you imagine a galaxy? We cannot even imagine our solar system. Galaxies are getting born, galaxies are getting destroyed. So much of activities are going on. But they are all born of Ananda. They are sustained by Ananda. When they get destroyed in Ananda, they get dissolved in Ananda. This is what the shloka says. I always say these are the greatest discovery of the world in the entire time period. That is much, much greater than our scientific discoveries. Why? Because by this discovery, two things happen. That personally a person becomes fulfilled. We look for fulfillment. Anything we do to become joyous or become fulfilled. So he becomes fulfilled. Another is that our intelligence also becomes satisfied, because the intelligence is always inquiring about truth. That inquiry also stops. It gets fulfilled.